Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Manny B Investing, and I wanted to take a look at the MilkySwap vote, the churn, the creamy boost pool vote, and what happened with that. So the results came in on April 25th, and our boosted pools for now are Milky and Wrapped ADA, multi-chain org pools, Milky and USDC, Wrapped Bitcoin, and Wrapped ADA. The seller network, Wrapped ETH and Wrapped ADA. Churn Milky to Creamy to boost the APY of those pools. Take a look at the sentiment on the tweet before we take a look at the vote. Is it possible to connect my wallet to your exchange through MetaMask? Yes. By the way, how about form airdrop missing? Dude, anybody talking about the airdrop at this point, just give it a rest. It's over. When do you think boosting will be available for users? They said stay tuned for more features, so I'm going to say soon. When airdrop claim? Airdrop is over with. Let's go to the moon. Awesome. Seller. Why? Seller network. Milky is getting down. What's the developer doing? Developers don't have anything to do with the price of the token. People saying seller. Yeah, Milky. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out. So MSIP-1, the first MilkySwap improvement proposal. This vote will decide which farms get migrated from normal farms to the boosted farms. Not only will boosted farms have more rewards than standard pools, Creamy holders will be able to get a boost of up to 2.5x that of non-Creamy holders. Any farm that receives more than 100,000 Creamy votes here will be migrated to a boosted farm. Read more about boosted farming mechanics here. This will take you to the Get book. And then the results, the winning farms below will be migrated to the boosted farm. So this was the vote. This is what I did. I took my Creamy tokens that I got for free from the airdrop, and I voted. I think I ended up voting for Hosky. Just because everything else that I wanted had already been good to go. Everything that I wanted had over 100,000 votes. So I put it on Hosky, and it didn't make it, unfortunately. But the Hosky, the percentage right now, the APY for Hosky is pretty good. It's like 300+%. But these pools are going to be like, for Creamy holders, they're going to be thousands. They're going to be thousands of percent. It's going to be pretty cool. The early days of a DEX are just amazing when it comes to farming, especially when you're on a blockchain that doesn't destroy you in fees. You can make your fee money back. In like a few hours, I got my fee money back and I was good to go. I was rolling. I did a stable pair and I was rolling. But let's take a look and see what this farm stuff looks like. So this is the farm tab. These are the available farms. Like, look at the percentages here. Estimate of next week's APR annualized. Like, look, crazy, absolutely crazy. 78,000%. Like, that's nuts. When they're like, well, how can they do that? That doesn't make any sense. Well, you're distributing tokens. Millions and millions and millions of tokens are available to be distributed to the people that are farming. These people, the early people that are farming, like myself and many others, probably some of you, this is how this works. When the DEX goes live in the original and they create their tokenomics, they have liquidity, they do partnerships, they get liquidity so that people can exchange. As people exchange tokens and swap tokens, there are fees involved in that. Those fees go into different pools, whether it be a DAO or reward pools. Those fees get added up. Over time, what happens is the allocation of tokens that MilkySwap has for rewards gets distributed through these pools. So these are tokens that are in the tokenomics. And I think they have that. Wow, it's weird. What? Can't click on anything. All right, cool. There it is. So the tokenomics. Let's take a look at the tokenomics. Swapping farm, tokenomics, and Creamy. Boom. The farming. So this is where the tokens are coming from for these crazy percentages. The rewards given are in Milky token. They have 50% of the 80 million token supply goes to farming rewards. That's what is happening right now. That's why you get these crazy percentages. These just ridiculous percentages are for people that are providing their tokens in a pair for liquidity for other people to trade with. Our risk is impermanent loss. That's our risk. That's the catch. People are like, well, what's the catch? Why isn't everyone doing this? And then the fact, if you believe in the protocol or not. If you believe in this protocol, you believe in this token, you believe in all of this, then you stake your liquidity. And people come and they swap. So that's what it means when I'm talking about, hey, you guys need to add World Mobile Token, Hosky, things like that. Hey, you guys need to add ETH. You need to add this. You need to add that. My big thing right now is Giro Token, Paribus. I don't think the Paribus is going to happen. I don't think they're really interested. Giro Wallet at least has their antennas up. I put MilkySwap on their radar. I don't know how serious Giro Wallet is considering Milkomeda, but we've talked about it. I've mentioned it. I've gotten responses from them about it. Sean Roller might even be in the Discord. He might even be in there. That's what he had talked about. I don't know if he committed and did it, but we talked about it. So when you have assets that people want, people tend to come to your protocol to swap for those said assets because they want to hold them. When they do that, they pay small fees. When you have a bunch of people with money and they're paying a percentage in fees, you start to rack up actual value in another token like ADA, wrapped ADA. So we're getting wrapped ADA into the protocol as fees, and those fees are going into probably the DAO, I believe. And what happens is those fees then get distributed in different ways. On this platform, they're distributing those rewards or those fees partially to the DAO, partially to farmers, partially to Creamy token holders. So that's what that's all about. I think they talked about that in another update here about what Creamy is for. What is Creamy? How does it work? Let's see. Oh, I think they talked about it in this one. Future features. So let's look at it. If you have played around with our farming protocol these past few weeks, you may have noticed that churning your Milky tokens gives you Creamy. We took a page from the Curve DAO's extremely successful V-Curve locking system and created a governance token called Creamy. That vote, that's governance. The people that hold Creamy get to vote on proposals. That's governance. So we took part in the first governance vote by voting which pools get the boosted rewards. And then that was a success. And I thought it was extremely quick and extremely easy. And I staked, you stake the Creamy tokens and you pledge those tokens as votes for proposals. Really neat stuff. There will be plenty that you can expect from MilkySwap to develop. These features include voting on which farms to add, how the treasury is managed, and the weights of boosted farms. Creamy will also let you receive 0.05% of protocol fees on MilkySwap. So that is another big one. That token allows you to take a share in the protocol fees, the profits. So you're basically like a mini shareholder. That's how decentralized exchanges work. So people crying about the price action of the token, it has nothing to do with development and everything to do with timing and the success of the exchange. If you're messing around and playing around and doing anything other than developing your DEX as a platform that people want to use, you're failing the community. And MilkySwap is not focused on this nonsense that these people are talking about. They're focused on building a DEX that is going to be dominant on Milkomeda and attract users to trade. That's what we want. That's why we farm. That's why we are locking our Milky tokens to get creamy. That's the whole reason why we're doing this. So that's how it all works. So hopefully you learned something. If you have any questions about how all of this stuff works, keep it locked here, man. Like the channel, subscribe for sure. Drop a comment. Ask away. If I don't know, I'll find out for you. But this is kind of just how this works, how farming works, and an overview sense. There's a lot more aspects to it, but this is kind of like more of the advanced layman's on how a DEX is built, why the price is low in the beginning, why you'll see some of these DEXs. Like if you look, you're like, man, the token's like $12 a token. Like, why does it cost so much? Well, because they put in the work. They made the platform valuable. People use it. Those early people, back when that token wasn't $12 a token, it was a fraction of a penny a token. You had people saying that it was junk. It was a crap coin, win pump, all that stuff. Years later, now it's $12 a token. And those people that have that token, those tokens are getting massive shares in the protocol fees. So that's how you win with DEXs. It's a long game. I am involved in investing for the most part, long-term investment. That's what I do. You can do short-term trading as well, but I'm mostly into the long-term. I'm looking down the road, 4 or 5 years from now. What is MilkySwap going to be? Is it going to be here? Is it going to be dominant? I'm placing my bet on yes. That's why I am farming. That's why I am taking rewards. That's why. That's why I'm reporting on what's going on with MilkySwap. It's actually pretty darn cool what they're building. But that's all I have for you on this subject. Make sure you hit that like, hit that share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.